call David Bennett.
Thank you, Mr Chair. That was a very arrogant speech from a member that thinks that he would own a city and that it is his city, which is not the case. That member has no idea about this bill. He wasn't even on the committee. He comes into this House and tries a barrage of attacks and yells at this institution to try and explain his point of view. Well, let's look at the word that member used continually through his speech, and that was the word speculator. Well, got news for that member. A speculator would pay tax because under New Zealand law, in the 10-year rule, anybody engaged in the business and buying and selling a property with the intention of resale would be a speculator and they would pay tax. That is a 10-year rule. And those members over that side would say, no, 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 no. If we had a 5-year rule instead of a 2-year rule, it would be okay. Well, what about 5 years and 1 day? That would have exactly the same problem, but that person would be caught because they're under the 10-year rule because they are a speculator on property. Mr Goff, if you intend to stand for the mayoralty of Auckland City, please understand what property law is about. Please understand the tax law of New Zealand and don't come to this House and mislead the public of New Zealand in a way which shows and demonstrates your lack of knowledge of these issues and your inability to put them across in this House.
Point of order. Point of order, Mr.
No, I'm going to deal with something first. The member can't say that a member has misled the House, and the member will withdraw that comment and apologise for it. You cannot say that someone has misled the House.
Withdraw and apologise. But, Mr Speaker, going back to the speech from that member, the 10-year rule applies to speculators and they are taxable. All this does is deem that within the 2-year bit of that sale, it would be automatically considered to be taxable in that way. Just as those members over there want a 5-year automatic requirement, this is a 2-year automatic requirement. The 10-year test still applies in both cases, and I suggest that member understand tax law before he comes to this House again.
I'm going to call